Hello everybody, this is Spirelli and welcome back to Orwell. So, we have quite some things to check out in the listener, there's a mail over here. Let's first look at the website of the Beholder. The national opinion, shut the partisan border by Harrison O'Donnell. Okay, this time in the national opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell argues why the border to Pards needs to be closed. Like, go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the purchase now, will you, please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Triflith, for instance. The situation there seemed to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get tracked into the conflict. Just like then, the Parisians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of any citizen is of utmost importance, and that has been the party's premise ever since 2009, ever since it has been working like a charm. Wow, he supports the government. What? And another is some self-proclaimed benefactors and the opposition claim that borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. I didn't know how we suffered already 9 years back. I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with wide arms. But I do remember perfectly well. Though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows, maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Fairview or Bonton. What? Don't you pretend not have been warned when that happens? Yes, I read the articles. That was strange indeed, and with the bombings now... That is absurd. We already took all of this, right? Yes. So he was like openly being like, oh yeah, there's gotta be bombs. Oh yeah, this is the piece of information we're not sure. Knock knock Harrison, from an unknown person. Seems I caught your pants down on that little page of yours. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about what this little group of yours, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So, the Righteous Hacker Initiative will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the gov, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason not to do it, and I might reconsider. He's being blackmailed. Oh great, now there is a hacker involved in all of this. Because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is. I wonder what this is about. Surely I posted something. When I learned about Stalagan this morning and 2 people had been killed, I felt devastated because I felt responsible. I spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at Stalagan campus. It has been the center of my life for a while, and to see the terrorists pervert this place for their full reason strikes my heart. I feel truly, truly sorry for anyone concerned. Freedom Plaza and Stalagan. Very well, it is a pattern, exactly as we suspected, but we still have no idea about the third location. Need to be diligent now. Lives may hang in the balance. In the worst case that we cannot determine the location on time. Well, might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it though. She's behaving pretty defiantly, I've been told. Look in what you found so far. I think I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. Oh, he unworded. Hey, wise ass, this is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. You hacked my site, so my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal. Something about glass houses and stones. Second, I don't get what you want to find out about me. True, our protest didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know this was hardly my fault. What I wanted is on my blog. Not a word about fucking bombing people, only grabbing attention. Bet you never found out, huh? Where are you, Matt Skills, hacker boy? I will throw you breadcrumbs so you don't feel miserable. My Nick. I am the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back and then don't tear touching it in. I'll get you. Promise. H. P.S. For your unworthy sake, I hope it wasn't you who broke into my bank account. Else you need deep in shit. Even more than you already are. Though I didn't notice Did you? Like I said, the wrong guy. The very wrong guy. Yeah, say it one more time. That'll make him believe it, just like one more time. But I think we already have an answer. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We're not done yet, you and me. But first, on I must turn to another. Okay, the back page is back. But I still can't access anything that's not there. But it has all been restored, right? We've read this before. Yes. I now knew. The wall of text! Hancock's writing on the wall. Hell yes, it's happening. Sure. After years, my plan is finally taking shape. It even has a name. Thought. Finally a counterpart to the radical reigning of totalitarian surveillance. And I'm glad to have a capable companion in this. One who came up with the best idea for a demo ever. Not going to tell you, it's a surprise. We can only urge you to join us in our aim to unleash this pitiful, pathetic wannabe democracy of our country from its shackles. For freedom is not free in a place where every move is observed and analyzed. Help us to make freedom free again. Run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper, insult your mom on timelines. It's mind-boggling how anything, no matter how mundane, will generate attention these days. As long as it's not normal, a construct of society that does make sense, by the way, and there's a camera around, you can be sure we will hear about it. The ever-present cameras are one reason the site exists, at any rate. The ever-present cameras are... oh yeah. Everyone loves the sound of click tsunamis in the morning. Already got a nice plan of my own. Soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that frigging Ellistis University. Stenka, that's for sure. Oh. So he had plans, but like, Juliet was the one organizing it. I bet we could scare those cardigan-wearing comfortists a great deal just by showing our ugly faces. Oh, I'd love to see them running. I've grown really fond of the idea of sound band, maybe call them Enemy of the State or The Most Wanted. Music is an excellent way to add the spice of emotion needed in order to make important messages stick in your mind. Now I'm ready to be a rockster. I already live in a trailer anyway, so I might as well go for the full gutter punk life. So what do you like more? Enemy of the State or The Most Wanted? Or maybe something else? Anyone willing to join? After all, I can't do it by myself. I mean, I could, but solo rockstars are even lamer than time front. Oh, come on, can you please get more stereotypical antisocial? If there is any hope left for this country, this is back in 2014. It lies with its people. It is resembled by every freely thinking mind, every individual of this fucked up place that is willing to switch on their brains. Safety is a lie, nothing but a buzzword used to cause fear and take control from you. If you don't get that, you might as well turn into a remote-controlled zombie and say bye-bye to free will. Thing is, people love staying blind, as long as they have the illusion of safety. So that what I need now is a way of getting this truth in everyone's head. 2013. No, fucking no. Perfect safety of the individual is our ultimate goal. We have stated so before our election in 2009, and we'll stay true to our promise. To be able to provide this, we will again greatly increase surveillance measured in the months and years to come. There is already a new concept in work at the moment that continues to stretch our current technology, pushing our safety initiatives to entirely new levels. These words came from the glorious Majesty herself, Miss Catherine de la Croix, Lady Security, this very morning. I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plans is. So this is it. Either he thinks it's stupid, or he thinks he agrees with it. Like in his blog he wrote he agrees. Now, here's the thing. You cannot be either against or for. You could also be against some topics and for some topics, because here what he doesn't like is their surveillance, and then the other one what he does like is the idea of shutting the borders, because last time there were big issues. So, you know, you can both be against the government surveillance ban and for them shutting the borders. Like, you can have multiple stands on your stands, don't have to agree with the party always. Let's turn our brains on for a second and think. What do people value most these days? Freedom, of course. The freedom to say stupid things on the internet. The freedom to choose between a trillion cell phone brands. The freedom to walk around with the most ugly haircut ever sculpted. Safety is what everyone is longing for so much. Go lock yourself in the bound, because taking risks is part of living your life, you idiots. I'm telling you, the next step that the government will take will be to stop citizens from doing things before the thought was even popped up in their heads. Minority Report, anyone? Thus, there will be no more freedom to choose, no freedom whatsoever. This is a dangerous pitfall, seriously. I'm just gonna say he doesn't agree, because he's been doing that in so many ways, and also his stance on his blog might not reflect his true stance. He might just, need the work. Anything else would have come as a surprise. Yeah. Like, he's been working so hard on this. The alias man. The government is scanning all the websites for potential threats. They make people disappear that spread rebellious ideas. It's vital that people like you show the courage and write about this truth. Well, thank you. I know they're fucked up, but man, you should put on your tinfoil hat. Tommy, I really like what you're doing here. I can relate to you being fed up with the guff so much. We must act now. Want to meet sometime, Hancock? On some occasion, I deeply question the purpose of this message page. This is one of them. Goldfields. Dear Hancock, by pure coincidence I stumbled upon your website. Frankly, your thinking and your attitude to get other people think alike left quite an impression on me. I'm looking for people willing to join a debate club called Thought. Think your presence could really liven up discussions. I want to just get this. So this is how he invited him to class as well. I feel a little confused now. Is this Thought a block, an activist group, or a debate club? Or perhaps all three? Dear Goldfans, I do know where you got the weird impression that I would be willing to join some debate club. We're debating here all day, on my own. This country needs change, freaking action. If you have this to offer then as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a ton. Maria, I like the idea that you want to start a band. What's the name? The Targets? Target sounds kinda lame to me, Maria. But thanks anyway. I might consider that. Dorks, your article sucks, lol. You should go and write poetry instead. While he was staring at the flashing monitor in the dark, all alone in the room that he was allowed to inhabit by his parents' mercy, an early chest in his dotted shirts that his mom had disposed this morning, he finished the words, "Your article sucks," with a strike of the enter key, and in that moment he was content, for he never had written anything more intelligent or relevant in his entire life. By the way, your grammar sucks. He's like literally dissing every person that's writing on his website. Topic: Debate Club invitation. Godfirst. Dear readers, I would kindly like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of the topic in the age of information overflow. First, we'll brainstorm and discuss various options. Then, depending on the participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday night at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Cyber Cafe Chestnut, Complex D on Silicon Campus. No registration is needed, just come by. You can also visit our blog online. We are looking forward to meeting you and to discuss a topic that is pertinent in our current lives. Debate club? Ain't nobody got time for that. I find the idea after work I might come round. If I find the time after work, I might come round. I'm a general law student in my 9th semester. Can I claim any credit points for participating? A minor update. We will have a wonderful guest join us at our meetings. Hancock has been theorizing ways of political engagement in his independent blog, Hancock Writing on the Wall, for several years now, and is sure to enrich our debate session. Debbie, sadly this is not an official accredited event. I'm sorry. I'm no student, on here for self-improvement, but the topic really piqued my interest. Am I able to join? My name is Nima, by the way. Let's be honest with one another, shall we? The first sessions were not exactly full. Like, yeah, fucking empty. So yeah, last thing Abe and me are going to do is give up hope. So we would be glad if you drop by next Thursday. It doesn't matter who you are, we don't care whether or not you're a stallion. I'm not just a guy with ideas, who maybe is lucky enough to realize some of them soon. So Nina, you will be very welcome at Thought. Oh. Nina, so there's another member you haven't even heard of yet. I will request clones to make her a target. We got a green light. It's so easy. everything's archived. Oh, but it tells me there's something on here. Oh. Concerned one. What a strange ally, isn't it? Oh, she commented here. Please reconsider. Gray, the hurt was only a goddamn cop. All right, back to the thing I must have organized. Oh. Interesting. What did she do for thought that she might have messed up? Yeah. But this goes both ways. And we had a new one. By Hancock, Metamorphosis. The fight for freedom will be carried into the streets starting today, and thought will be spearhead. The government consists only of asking motherfucking turds. Ah, the beauty that is freedom of speech. Isn't it great that in this country I can say whatever I please and no one can hold it against me? It's just my opinion and might disagree. You shouldn't because I'm right at that, but yeah, you may. And you might as well just me to be an asshole, and that is fine too. It isn't. As long as it will not have legal consequences for me. I think it's a great measurement of the amount of freedom in your country that as long as I'm able to write this and there isn't any government lucky taking that statement and reporting it to some superior, you're truly free. George Orwell said, if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. True that. With the current course towards more and more surveillance, our state of the nation's slow metamorphosis, it is inevitable that this will change one day, and it's damn impossible that day isn't too far at all. There must be a counterweight to this process, and the answer can only be that the thought is no longer stays in our heads. No, we will carry it onto the streets of the nation, becoming transformed and by that re-implanted back in the minds. An invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Okay. So it did start out as a discussion group, debate group. So an activist group after all, and now we know who had the primary say in that. Nino, this is a great moment. I'm glad we finally get to action. Any plans where we'll strike first? Hanko, who do you think I am, huh? Of course I do. We will hold a nice little proclamation where we were born. Let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offense, Abe. My friends, though I share your enthusiasm towards acquiring people's attention, it would be better to avoid Stelga in the space of any demonstration for the moment. Because of the increased students fee, the atmosphere is heated up enough. We might be able to get back Stelgan later on. Hancock, what a pity, but you're probably right, Abe. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building then? Sounds like worthy first demo. Unroll the banners from the roof, that kind of thing. Nina, I think we need a strike in the heart of every day. People to really cause a stir. We should go for storming a button mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait until it's busy, say around Christmas. Goldfields. Although I know we want to gather more people to join us, we should not discuss the matter here. There are eyes out there who might be malevolent towards us. Government building. A mall. Was there anything new here? You got camping supplies. How does that matter? Outskirts camping? There's one ugly place. I guess it's cheap. Oh, that's where he lives. Okay, so I guess we have to decide which one it is. I want to go with the mall, just because I feel like the mall would be a better target. Like, if you want to get the attention of the people and, you know, try and teach them something, then that is where you can, because the government building is the politicians, but they won't be swayed by seeing a little student protest. This Nina planet? Are you sure? A mall? Well, that must be it then. That's where the third bomb will be. But there are dozens of more in Bonton. Which one is it? Alright, if that is all we have, it's what we have to work with. So let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. I'm actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I'll have her move to an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hardline. Let's just hope that what you have provided gives us enough leverage over her. I'll open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too. Plus, we need all the possible info I found in Orwell. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Interrogation. Who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes, you can go fuck yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who heard off. We have new evidence that states otherwise, which is why you are in custody. Again. But that's not what this is about. We are investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate and it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist. I was right here in prison while I set up a goddamn bomb at Stelligan. We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stelligan. Maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know, however, you have been in close contact with a group called The Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I want to talk to my lawyer right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend, you know that? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. Bah, I don't need to call him that. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruna and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Associations with criminal case against their daughter yet again could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does it give you the impression of a perfect family? Well, have it your way then. We are off your confession in regards to that nasty incident with a police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confession? I never did anything. Miss Carrington stated this in a conversation with you. Have you been spying on us, you dirty little government fucker? Well, I hope you also noted that she stated this happened in defense. Indeed, we did know that. That does mean you have nothing on me. It seems my colleague didn't tell you you have been assessed as potentially dangerous, did they? Ha, potentially dangerous. I like the sound of that. Me so that this is not a joke, Miss Watergate, see? It's all in this profile here. In accordance with the safety bill, people being assessed as potentially dangerous may be held in custody for a very, very long time, until they are deemed no longer a threat. Bullshit! You can't just make up something and flag me as dangerous just because it suits your case. It's an official investigation result. We can even double the time span you'll sit here with a police record like yours. No, why? I hope you will like your cell and your cellmates. But cooperate and avoid this at once. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions and I might be able to help. I don't know what to expect from me. I went to Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much about their plans. We know a person going by the name of Nina had plans to storm a mall. Do you know which one? Mall? A mall? Yeah, a mall was mentioned once or twice. I think it was that huge place, the Circle Mall. The Circle Mall. Sorry, I wanna pull this over. The Circle Mall, are you completely sure? Yes, I do think so. Alright, this will have to suffice. Wait, what about this reflecting positively on me, huh? Your cooperation was noted. All this will be dealt with in due time. Goodbye. Phew, guess that went good. Thank God you provided valuable information. Unfortunately for Miss Watergate, I cannot do much for her. It just doesn't work like this. What's always in Orwell and acting upon it is mandatory. I know what you must think now. But would you rather not save these people? We did the right thing, you and me. Looks like the biggest mall in all of Bonton, the Circle Mall, is our target. All hell will surely break loose once the report goes out, but I don't think we have a choice. I see you acted quickly and already got the data chunk about the mall uploaded, so let me inform the cavalry. Whew. So I guess if you only put a bullshit in there, then you don't have anything on her. I wonder whether we could have found out somewhere that her parents actually suggested she leave the company, because that surely is very different to she wanted to leave to like pursue her art, but I didn't see any indications of that anywhere. Okay, it's done. Evacuation is in progress. Better keep our fingers crossed that we're right and that we're not too late already. Now all we can do is wait. Like literal waiting? Like doing nothing? Like just dragging around some people? I don't have a picture of Nina. I mean, they all must know Nina if she was part of the group, right? That's how the group works. Cassandra Watergate. Yeah, I don't know about her being there and him being like, well, this could go one way or another. Oh, there's a phone call. Juliet. Again with her mom. Welcome to Rothertech. This is PR. Hello, honey. It's me again. Mom, I just heard breaking news on the radio. They're evacuating the Circle Mall. They also told everyone to avoid the places around the mall. You best head home at once. Evacuating? Ugh, Mom, I can't just leave work. You're overdue already. Oh, well, yeah, fine. I'll get home soon, okay? Thank you, honey. See you soon. Be careful. Yeah, see you soon, Mom. Jesus, what's taking so long? This waiting around makes me feel so helpless. But I really did think you did fine. I shall... A homemade explosive device has been found by local police units at the scene at the Circle Mall. We did it! We saved all those people. Your diligence was brilliant. Next up, we will pull this Nina apart and find out who's really responsible for all this mess. Really great work. Get some rest. You deserve it. Let me just read the headlines. Explosive device found at the Circle Mall. After a sudden evacuation and thorough search, a device which has been identified as homemade bomb has been found by the police forces at the Circle Mall. The device has been disarmed by specialists on site. Although authorities refuse to comment at this time, it is suspected that this might have been the bombing announced earlier by the letter found at the previous bomb site. We will continue our report as the situation develops. For the moment, it's strongly advised to keep clear of the area around the Circle Mall. We did it! Oh my god, amazing! So I promise I didn't remember that this was the right thing. I just felt like that is where they'd be better reach people for the purpose of like opening minds. And yeah, so about Cassandra, I guess you could upload a lot of weird stuff and then be like, oh yeah, she stole her boyfriend's credit card, and then she's like, well, we know you were stealing, and it's like, I took my boyfriend's credit card, what the fuck? But he doesn't know that because he doesn't have the context. He would just have me being like, she stole, and stuff like that. Or her being like, I am a lawyer, when it's actually her boyfriend who used her account. So you can mess this up, I guess, but it's probably pretty difficult because we did mess up a little. And as far as I remember correctly, there's another test like this later on, which is a bit harder to check whether you actually uploaded like things that make sense. Anyway, I think we deserve a break right now, and I'll be back tomorrow with more. See you!